Welcome to our channel and welcome to our program, The Making of a Leader. And we have come to discover that anyone who is born on this world, somehow he has been born with the seeds of being an influential or being a leader. But for that to happen, for you or for me to be an influential and powerful leader, we must be trained. And to be trained, you must be a student. And one of the qualities of a person who can be a student in the school of leadership, first of all, they must desire to be leaders. They must think like leaders. They must act like leaders. And in today's, we're going to discover that if you want to be a leader, you must discover your gifts, you must know your strength, you must know your potential, and then develop it and use it to bless the world. Now, Nebuchadnezzar, as he was choosing young people to join in the school of leadership, he put forward some of the qualities of those students. Now, one of them today is that they must be young without physical defects. Now, I do not know why the king requested those young people to be without physical defects. But I think that it was a requirement that those who represent the king, who represent the kingdom, they must be fit, they must be fit physically and mentally to carry out the task that they were assigned. Now, does this mean that people who are handcuffed, they cannot be good leaders? I don't believe so. Anyone, no matter the limits, they can be powerful leaders. The only thing that is needed, that they have to choose an area that fits their gifts and their abilities. So there are steps you have to take so that you can be able to be a powerful leader. Number one, you must work hard to identify your gifts. You must know them clearly. And you must picture yourself on how they can be useful now in the future and how they can impact the life of the people. Now, after you discover your gifts, you must develop them. Now, developing your gifts, it takes time, it takes energy, it takes a lot of correction, it takes a lot of commitment, but through it all, work hard to develop them. If you are a singer, develop it. If you love to play with kids, develop it, because out of it, you're going to be a very powerful person in the future. And then, after you develop them, they're going to place you in a position that the world will admire you. But not only admiring, God will use you for his work. But also, you may say, oh, my gift is very small. It will not be useful. Let's just leave it. Now, big trees, they grow up from small seeds. So your little talents, if you develop it, if you use it, people will be blessed. But also, I want to remind you that as you are developing your gift, have faith in God that God will use it in the future. And then, lastly, as we're winding up our episode for today, is that wherever you may be, use your gifts. Do not hide them. Because by hiding them, you are hiding the light. You are depriving yourself life that will give others life. Now you may say, hey, my friend, I am employed. I'm employed in a place that does not use my talents. And that is okay. It happens as we are trying to make our life and to live and to make a living. But you have 8 hours of working for someone else. That's okay. And you have 16 hours remaining for you to use to develop yourself. Now, if you take 8 hours to go to sleep, you're gonna remain with 8 hours. Now, in those 8 hours, set apart at least 2 hours. And in those 2 hours, use them to develop your skills. Work in an area that make you happy. Working in an area that make you feel important. No matter how small it may be, just work in it. One day in the day you least expect it, your talent will be called to service. And that may be your breaking through. So all in all, my friends, wherever you may be, work hard to discover your talents. Work hard to discover your gifts. And when you discover your gifts that God have given unto you, those seeds that He had given to you, develop them and use them to bless the world. And by doing so, you're gonna be a powerful leader. Leaders are the people who have discovered their gifts and they have developed them through hardship, through commitment, through perseverance, and through it all, the world is blessed because of them.